Welcome back to the pregame. Time now for our Liberty Communication Assistant Coach Minute. Tonight it is fresh off Assistant Head Coach Kevin Braddock. And Kevin, first off, welcome. Thanks for joining us. And fill everybody in. Remind us how long you've been on staff and what led you to get involved and come help out with the program.
Well, this is my second year. I guess I got started, well, actually a few years back, actually when Barnhart and some of these guys were in 5th and 6th grade. I helped out with the YSF program with Rick and Barney Sexton. So took a little time off, and then a year and a half ago, Butch and Coach Hirschman got a hold of me and asked if I had any interest in doing it, and it took me about 5 minutes to say, sure, I'll do what I can. So second year of up here helping with the fresh off.
Well, talk a little bit about what drew you to get into coaching and be able to help teach these kids about the game.
Well, number one, the kids, the love of the game. I mean, I love football. I think it teaches you a lot of good life lessons, a lot of things that I learned from Coach Peterson when I played. It's just neat to maybe take some of the experiences, some of the knowledge, maybe whatever I have. I can tell you I probably learned just as much from the kids as I do the kids learn from me. But for the most part, I just enjoy being up here, being around these guys each and every day.
Well, you're the assistant fresh off head coach, kind of tasked with looking at the offensive stuff. Talk a little bit about how that works with Coach Hirschman and how he tries to get guys ready for varsity, and how you're laying the groundwork at that fresh soft level.
Yeah, I mean, our fresh soft, obviously, to have a good program, and you can rewind all the way back into the junior high. Our offenses are all on the same page, so we're running the same terminologies, the same, maybe the same line calls, some of those types of things, same blocking schemes, mostly, most same terminology, pass routes of those natures. So, and it helps trying to develop all those little things that come next August. These freshmen and sophomore, when they're juniors and seniors, all that stuff's done. You're not relearning anything, and it's just kind of knocking the dust off the playbook, I guess, a little bit for a day or two, and away you go. So.
Well, and I know that one other thing that we don't really talk a lot about, but on Friday nights, you're one of several coaches that during the varsity game, you're upstairs, you're looking down with radios, talking with the coaches on the sideline. Take us through a little bit of that. I mean, obviously not giving away secrets, but what kinds of things are you looking for, or how is it that you're contributing so that Coach Hirschman knows what he needs to be doing with his play calling?
Yeah, from my standpoint, I'm watching their defense, trying to help John with whatever he wants me to watch in a given evening. So, for instance, you may be watching how a defensive end is playing, if you want to run an option, seeing how deep their safeties are playing or what they're doing against play action, things like that. Once in a while you got to holler down and tell them to somebody pull Butch back onto the sidelines too. So you got to have somebody watching from all angles. So, but yeah, just giving John an extra eye up above, and maybe suggesting a play or two here, but he's pretty well got that handled this year. So.
Is it pretty hard to sit there and be watching maybe a safety or a linebacker rather than seeing where the ball's going, because that's how most of us watch a football game?
Oh, yeah. You get caught up sometimes. They'll call up and want to know what we might have seen, and you get watching the ball. But, especially this year's team. I mean, as many yards and we're going up and down the field left and right. But, yeah, for the most part, early on in the game, you're pretty well focused on what your job is in the booth, to pay attention to the certain things that Coach Hirschman wants you to. But as the game goes on, then you start to maybe drift a little bit here and there. But I'm getting better at it.
Doing pretty well with the way things have gone. Coach, thanks very much for joining us, and best of luck here the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you, guys. You do a good job.
That is Kevin Braddock. He's tonight's Liberty Communications Assistant Coach Minute. Back with more of the pregame. This is the Bearcast at westbranchfootball.com.